and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Whew. It has been wow. No, you know what? I think we're gonna start entering December. Obviously, this is the last week of November. There are a few things I want to not say wrap up. I think we need to start opening up some of the topic because we have, let's see, most of these. Okay, I'm not so sure if I can stream every Tuesday and Thursday for the month of December, because obviously Christmas week, I want you guys to enjoy with your friends and with your family and friends. That's the most important thing. All right, so we want to do a little bit of recap as well for December, and it's gonna be a long one, yeah, because we want to go through a lot of things. And do I have enough time to talk all of them in one session? The answer is not really. That's what I want to say. Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping as well. Make sure everything is good and great. This is the last week. Okay, small little announcement. This is the last week for the story milestone, and yeah, that's it. That's really it. Yeah, and a few things that I'm planning to do it next year. Not say do it next year. I think we want to, no, let's go through the checklist first, okay? Let's go through the checklist and see how things are going. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, so without further ado, obviously launch brawlers, and I think that will be the number one topic for the night. Yep. But other than that, we want to talk it's technically I don't really have a game topic, but we have kind of a game slash hardware related topic. And that is we're gonna talk a little bit about the Steam machine and most importantly, RAMs. Memory has been spiking lately, and oh boy, it is due to the open AI. So partially, all right, partially it has to do with not say partially it has to do with it has to do with AI, but what I meant is like AI is partially also kind of a topic for game as well. Yeah, and I can easily say this no matter how much you want to avoid AI, and I did say previously, using AI as a tool, it's good. Okay, that's my take. Using AI as a tool to get some of your prototype, get some of your ideation out as, not say as best as it can, but try to get your idea out and see how it looks like visually. And predominantly I'm going to use AI for visual anyway to begin with, so that's that. And using it as a reference tool, for example, you want to have an image in your mind, but you cannot put into, not say words and whatnot, but you could imagine it. Ugh. See, that's the fun bit though. You can imagine it, but sometimes you just could not imagine it, and it takes time to draw out. And like me, I am terrible in drawing and whatnot. So with that, there are a few things I could not do straight away, and AI does help a lot, right? It does help tremendously. And of course, if you want to do, for example, promo material, actually, that's actually a very good point. Making promotional videos and whatnot. Do you heavily rely on AI to do so? The answer is no, you should not. Okay, at least try to be a little bit more, not say creative, but a little bit more manual work, I would say. Even though the AI just push out whatever image it is, at least put some effort to clean it up, modify it in a way where it's unique enough that it doesn't feel like it's pure AI. Because some of the pure AI, not say I don't use the word pure AI. I'm gonna use the word some of the results directly from an AI generator is too obvious. Right? It's very obvious. That is a problem. So that's that. All right, you want to at least try to modify as much as you can. Okay, I would say you can't modify all, because if you modify all, might as well just do it from scratch, because that's how it is. And next one is, of course, it does make a bad hit behavior from people who just call themselves AI artists, which I can safely say, and I will say it, 50% of the AI artists are technically just word prompters. I'll call it prompters. They just type whatever word that comes into their mind and see if it works. Okay, and to me, yeah, lazy slop, AI slop, straight up. The other half at least put in the effort to try to get something unique, and then on top of that, right, this is the most important thing. It cannot be 100% AI. It goes the same thing like Photoshop, because Photoshop back then is the same thing. You take multiple pictures and you create something new. So AI is the same thing as well. You can't just rely on AI. Yeah, it's a tough thing, right? It's because as technology grows, how much work is warranted to make it unique? Because I can safely say as well, using Photoshop, Photoshop has AI built in as well, so that's that. If you start searching your question on Google, same thing as well. There is some form of AI. The answers that got spit out, or rather the answers that gets that the AI managed to find. You know what? Half of them is technically not AI. In a way, it's just that finding information and cross-reference as fast as it can. Obviously, computer will win in that regard. So there we go. So that's that. And I want to explore a little bit more. Or not say I want to explore a little bit more. I want to re-explore, not say reimagine, get a newer pipeline. Yeah, basically I want to find a new workflow to how can I use the AI in general to put into my game dev and whatnot. Unfortunately, that's a huge loaded topic, so I don't know. I can easily say I don't know, and I also can half. You know what? I also will admit that most of the answers that I've googled that I've mentioned, some of the codes are from Google. And in fact, actually, most of the code when I started to learn is from YouTube tutorial. Guess what? It's from other people. Google, and I can guarantee that right now most of the answers are filtered with AI already. So you can't really avoid that if you, yeah, either that or you don't really search from Google. But that's how it is. And the other half comes from forum, and the answers from Google is a culmination from forums, YouTube videos, uh, anything and everywhere. As long as on the internet, they will try to find it and filter to me. And of course, so far most of the code I do not just copy paste one to one. I of course need to understand what the code works, and that is the reason behind it, right? You want to use it as a tool, understand how the tool works. Of course, if you're just blindly copy paste, that's the reason why most AI artists, air quote, is just, yeah, they just type, all right, I want a Ghibli art, I want a Star Wars art, I want this art, that art, no, no, no. Okay. And of course, obviously, something you can't avoid as well. AI is also getting into the 3D modeling space as well, which I wanted to utilize as a reference. And that's that, right? Right, small little thing on the AI part, and I will open up with this because I want to do I want to use it more as a tool, so I will put it up front on the record. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, we're going to talk about brawlers. Now, brawlers, we have reached to a, not say plateau, another plateau, right? So we have reached to a plateau where it's only viable. Is it entertaining? Question mark. I think it is a little bit, but it becomes a event stream rather than a like my casual chit chat show stream. So unfortunately, it has reached to that part. One of the key thing I will have to put up front is that because I pivot away from commenting, right, in general on brawlers. But then again, I think that's the only way I could do so, because if you play with a bunch of viewers and regulars. Okay, I will admit this, and unfortunately, I want to grow my channel, so there's a few things I need to change. And after doing it a year, since it did not grow, that means something is not working. However, this is the part it's like regardless how I do yeah, damn if you do, damn if you don't, which is painful. It's a very, very painful, I would say, problem answer expectation. Yeah, it is just painful, okay? Because if I interact with the usual crowd, I only get the usual crowd, okay? And if I don't interact with the usual crowd, I am now putting the risk of my viewers to no views. So the problem is not about the no views, it's it's the process to no views. All right, if I started off with no views, that's totally fine. And of course, this is not my first rodeo. I do understand all these things, and it is painful. It is very, very painful. So really, there's really not much I can do. It's it's out of my control. Yeah. And if I don't pivot away, so what can I do? I can't just stay in, like, for example, like right now. Okay, I'm gonna give you a live example. And unfortunately, this is also part of the process, like because I've been talking other stuff and things get dwindled down. So I would not say I would try to address, but there are some things I would like to talk on the side after this. So if I play brawlers, when I play brawlers, obviously I try to commentate as best as I can. But once you reach to no, that means the channel has become a commentator channel for the game. And the problem, not say the problem, the obviously the first problem is if nobody not say joins, but get into it, then that's it. The main problem is not about the commentation, it's about getting the games. We are getting the same people slash a pool of players again and again. And if you were to watch the sport of the same people, now I might be wrong, because for sports, the good part about sports is there are much more other competitor. Yeah, same thing as well, right? For sports, what makes people tune into, because once you reach to a professional level, there's only a handful of people and people still show up. So the problem is not because I'm playing the same pool of people. The problem is the skill and entertainment value of the match and of the game. Yeah, that is the de facto problem. It is the interest of the game, and that is also out of my control. So we're gonna take a quick little tour down to the Twitch stats and ranking, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, because like for example now Tuesday, like that's usually I get like at least 1 or 2 viewers in general, right? At least we get game or two, because I cut down. See, again, it snowballs. That's the thing I don't like to. Yeah, it snowballs. And that is the unfortunate part. All right, and first thing first, I need to double check the most important thing, and that is my stream. Am I streaming under the Brawler banner? That's the first thing I want to check actually. Before we go into the Twitch Twitch charts. Okay, so that's that, and I think that's the only way to do so. Like we want to play other games, and you just have to pivot away. There is, it's a bit hard. Okay, it's a bit hard. But I have to admit, the only different I can do, which I plan to do next year, and let's see, before we do that, yeah, I'm streaming under Brawlers, right? Under Brawlers. Yep, yep. And of course, the fan, your regular fan is important, all right? So unfortunately, that is the biggest dilemma, the unfortunate part for me. But I want on another end also, I want to pivot away, so it's kind of a not say a me problem, but it's mainly a me decision, right? I have to make that decision, and there's just no other better way to go around it. Nah, I would say it's not that I cannot go around it, I just don't have a better way to go around it. Like, for example, let's look at brawlers. Oh, we have three. Uh-huh. All right. And this is mainly because of the event itself, right? Live viewers. Woohoo! Live channel one. Yeah, you can see this number over here, which is a little sad. Peak channels one, average channels one, average viewer 3, peak viewer 17. This is so long ago. Okay, charts are decent. All right, let's see November. No, month. Yeah, there we go. Average viewers 2, 2, gain plus 1, September minus, peak viewers 6, average streams 1, peak viewers 8. So I not to say this is mainly not to say just me carrying, but yeah, it's just me right now, right? So it's not just me because we have Nashville Lou, and yeah, Lou is doing good on his end, doing all the streams, which is good and great, right? Cool. Look at all the views. A little bit jealous, but no. Well-deserved view is well-deserved view, and this is something like I said, I cannot control. The only thing I can control is my content, and that's about it. That's really about it. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else. So that goes to the question. It's a, not to say it's an eye opener, but it is a me question back to me again. Interesting, right? Right. For those who are thinking if I'm whining or making a big fuss, no, I'm not. I'm just putting out my data and my not say findings, the consolidation of the data that I've gathered for this year. And of course, there are also more other data points that I have to put out as well. Like, for example, a lot of streams that I've did, it didn't grow to a point where I can make it like, okay, you know what, I think it's worth streaming regularly. That's it. That's unfortunate for me. I have no other excuses other than my content is not good. No, not to say not good, okay? Not entertaining enough. And that's a me. It's a me thing rather than the content itself. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, no. People want exciting stuff, right? And I'm not hitting the note. So it's a me, right? It's a me problem. So with that, it is a little bit sad in this case, right? And so this is the part where I can easily put it out that why lots of other projects they went down. Yeah, they basically did not get the reception that they want. And then of course it reaches to the critical point. Is it still worth doing it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? And time is money. 1 hour that I put into the stream, I could have done something else. And today was a busy day for me. I really got zero thing done for the game dev. And I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. So with that, we're gonna segue into the game. Before we touch, not say before we touch the game. So the game that we have right now is fantastical. I think I managed to get everything up and running. So we're gonna go and do a quick little check over here. And I dare say we are technically, we are done. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do a reset and I'm gonna press set. Okay, so there we go, play. All right, looks good, looks great. We can click. Oh, I'm supposed to fix this, did not fix, boo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I need to get some new art, which I did not do, boo-hoo-hoo. So we're gonna do some live draw. We're gonna get some doodles up and running. Okay, next up. Yes, we got our new arena, which is good. Did not fix this AI. Also, boo. So make sure we can do anything and everything we can. All right, sweet. And I like this. All right, this ring is nice. Okay, so game over here. Problem is we have the menu over here, but I can't do much because I have a... maybe I can remove this. Because you can tap. You can use the keyboard. When you tap, it goes to the menu. So I want to do something where I disable the menu when it comes to this type of screen. So probably a small little... Okay, now the problem, our go home did not react, so a lot of visual things are still not say, it's still a question mark. So we have HP restoration. Yeah, we're gonna doodle. All right, we got our bonus. This one we can move out a little bit. This one we can move up just a little bit. So that's that. Let's go to our farm. The loading part optimization, unfortunately, I do not know what's happening and I could not debug. And guess what? The time that I've put for the stream, this again, this is not a cop out, okay? This is not a cop out. It's just mainly observation and whatnot. For every hour I do the stream, I could not put into the game. Yeah, again, so those are the small little things. And because I don't have enough experience, I'm gonna admit, right? I don't have enough game dev experience, so certain things takes extra longer for me to figure out and fix. Yeah. Okay, and we need UI over here. All right, so we got our mini game, which is great. Okay, sweet. All right, nice. And then, right, up, down, left. Okay, so when we fail, we should see something. Right now, we don't have anything. So if I press any other button, does not work. So we're gonna press restart. Not enough food. Yay. Okay, there we go. Up, down, down, down. Gain resources. All right, cool. So those are things we want to figure out. And not say figure out, like these are the smaller things like polishing. And I have to do it off stream. No, we can do it online and online. We can do it on stream, but I can only compile off stream because it takes too much power, not say processing power. It takes quite a while. All right, so then I don't want you guys to wait. So that's that. Now we go back. When we go back home, everything should load. Yes, everything loaded. Yes, energy restored. Everything is good. So there we go. The game is kind of complete, and I think I have all the necessary audio. Let me do a quick little audio check, okay? All right. Yes, that's good. Yep, and then go here. Yeah, no, I think we reached to a point where I can no, I can release this a little bit earlier than usual. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Not enough wood. Okay. Okay, good. Everything is in order on the farm side. Yay. Yay. All right, next up, go here. Attack. Okay, and then menu, no problem. Oh, we have probably we need to fix one of the small things, but I think that's all right. Go home. All right, works in terms of sound, but it did not work in terms of visual. So that's one critical thing I need to fix a lot. But in general, in terms of visual and everything, we are good. Oh boy, we are good. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. And I've put some stuff up I already uploaded to itch.io. Now the question is, do I want to publish and release the game today? No, let's do it on Thursday. Let's do it on Thursday. I did promise myself, and I did tell you guys as well. We're gonna release the game at the end of November. Yep, we're gonna polish this a little bit more because I need to. I really, really need to at least fix a few more things, and I need to put a little bit of like a version, my trademark, whatever thing I need to do, which is there, and that's it. Yeah. Oh, I need to change this guy. All right, this guy's not supposed to have a head. Maybe I can change this enemy to the robot. Oh, okay. No, you know what? Good, good. We have a few good things that we can do. Ooh, exciting, exciting. All right, but before we go to that part, let's continue the main topic, not say the top main topic, but the topic that I want for tonight, and that is the hardware for gaming. All right, we're gonna touch a little bit on the Steam machine, but before we go to the Steam machine, we want to talk about RAM. Yes, computer memory, and it spikes. Oh boy. And like I said earlier on just now, it's because OpenAI has been not say has been buying, but OpenAI requires a lot of RAM, and because of that, a lot of supplier obviously want to sell to OpenAI because it's much more lucrative over there. You get a bulk sale, and a bulk sale to any manufacturers out there. Okay, I have not experienced this myself, but I can safely say if suddenly a big client comes in and says, I want to buy your entire warehouse, you would sell straight away because that's like inventory clear. Cha-ching, literally cha-ching. And then after that, it's like, okay, we need more RAM. Can you produce X amount? And then you can say, hey, you know what? In this next few months, we will exclusively just manufacture RAMs for you. And because of that, RAMs for consumer use spike up because supply and demand. Simple as that, right? Simple as that. And that goes to the same thing as well on Twitch, right? On viewers, supply and demand. Yeah, I'm supplying a little some content, but content does not have demand. Nothing else I can do. Yeah, I don't be negative, right? I don't want to start off the topic today negative, but we have reached to the end of the year. I have already seen not say seen a lot. We collected enough data, and it's that's it, right? Brawlers is now reached to a point where it's just community day. So I would just stream on community day if that's the worst case scenario, right? Once a week, but I don't want to do just once a week, and but that also requires a lot of rescheduling and whatnot. Do I just all right? So now we're gonna need to make a big decision, I would say. Do I just want to purely focus on just brawlers? Because if just purely on brawlers, then I only play during the event, and once the event is done, stream done. Is it consistent enough? Because on one end is unfortunately I have to give up the Saturday tournament because its schedule is it's gonna crash. It clashes too much, and because of other real life, not say schedule change, but some changes, my Saturday is now filled up with other stuff. um, yeah, and that's it. That's really it. I have nothing else to say. Well, really, I've really nothing else to say because number one, lots of late night, and then wake up, and then Saturday technically I sleep in a little bit. If it's not sleep in for the winter months, all right, which is coming next month and next few weeks. Saturday is literally my outdoor day, and I have to get ready. Yeah, and I'll be out of the door 8 o'clock. If worst case scenario, like 8:30, 9, push it to 9, and guess what? The event started at 9 a.m. PT time. Yeah, technically 9 a.m. is not a bad time to do, in my opinion. But if I'm going outdoors, I won't be. Yeah, I could not join in. That's the sad part for me. All right, so the weekends is now filled with a lot of not say activities, but I have other schedules that is conflicting already. So that's one small little problem over there. That's one. All right. So for brawlers, you know what? Let's put it this way: we will stream. I mean, okay. No, do I still turn on brawlers for the first half an hour? You know what? I would do so. Might as well. And let's see. All right. We will give one small little like a task, all right, for brawlers. Like I try to spam as much as I can, I have been a little bit more active on X, doing a little bit more promo. Maybe I would just fine tune the message just a little bit more. Because lately I've been promoting more about game dev and whatnot because that is actually much more exciting for me. I would have to admit, okay, if I do live game dev on stream, that I don't know, it feels a little bit more fun-ish. And talking about game dev, okay, what I want to do next year, I have one plan already. I have one and only one plan. I will be and I actually want to, I will be challenging Brawl for All. I'm gonna make this official. I'm gonna attempt to make my Brawl for All because it's gonna be an arena style PvP. Yes, do we have PvP PvE version? Don't know. We're gonna do a stream style PvP. All right, I have some plans that I want to doodle and I want to showcase to you guys, but I'm gonna let it simmer a little bit. But if I were to, not say if I were to, I want to. Okay, it's not if, there is no if. I want to challenge the Brawl for All. Because the Brawl for All, it can be, okay, not say it can be. I want to put out the version of what I want it to be, not just for Brawl for All. Okay, you know what? It's just a big deal. It's not just for Brawl for All. It is the whole entire before brawlers, right? The blockchain brawlers. How I imagine it could be. Now, with that being said, unfortunately, there's one critical issue. There's literal one issue that I could not do, and that is I want it to be like a SmackDown, WWE, WWF, SmackDown, and whatnot. But that part is a little bit too much for me to handle at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, and I want to break down because I want to also want break down the whole entire game dev for how long it takes for me to build a game. And for this game, it took me not say a year, 11 months. Yeah, up to November. And the game, this is what I have. And as you can see, the game is nowhere close to how SmackDown is. Or is it? No, it's nowhere near. All right, it's nowhere near. But this is including with all the game dev that I have. Not say game dev. This is inclusive with all the non-stream hours. And you know what? Let's dive into it. Let's dive into it because this week is all about my game. I'm not saying about my game. We want to launch the game this week. Yes, and then the whole entire month of December is just a little bit of hot fixes, cleanup. Yeah, there's no coding. I'm not saying there's no coding involved. Oh, you know what? Let's start off with this. Okay, let's start off. So, Abe's Adventure Island. Okay, it's an idea that I want to do not since last year. All right, it is this year. This year I decided to make a game that you not say that utilizes. I want to know how much of a game can I make. That is the most important. That was the number one thing. And might as well just do it on stream. And I did put a schedule for myself. Okay, it would be 1 hour every Tuesday and Thursday. I decided to just block out an extra hour in not say in between the stream. Either I do it before or after the stream. In the beginning, oh, I need to adjust the letter. Okay, need to do this adjustment a little bit. Maybe I can get a bit longer. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. While I explain a little bit. Plus, we already reached halftime show. Nobody's gonna show up, and not to say nobody's gonna show up, but I really don't want to use it as an excuse. Okay, truth to be told, I really don't want to use it as an excuse. Okay, yeah, I've been repeating a lot. No, this is just me commentating on my own self. All right. So the so Ape Adventure Island actually came from literally the idea of this guy. All right. So this guy is just a very very simple Twitch game per se, and I think I can expand a little bit more. And I want to expand a little bit more on this Twitch game, which is gonna be super cool. Yeah. The problem is about it's super cool for me, but is it super cool for you guys, right? For those who were to tune in back then, I would try to build a story and whatnot. Is it working? Is it not working? Yeah, lots of things. Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, we have to break down one by one. Yeah, and I don't want to do too much stuff over here and there. Okay. So that's that. It was a challenge, and it was a challenge for me as well to see how much of a game can I push out in a year. And I realized like it takes a lot of work. A lot of work. I cannot deny it. Okay, so according to this, I do have a venture. I'm gonna put back a little bit, put this side. Okay, I definitely can pull it back a little bit. Yeah, all right, good. I think this is good. And then I will go to, yeah, I could fill up. Okay, okay. Oh no, the other one. Thumbnails. Yeah, no. Yeah, this is like the game size. Okay, I need to adjust the aspect ratio for the game. So I think I want to put it this size. Yep, this size is good. Just nice. Okay, so I'm gonna press play because what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a few little bug fix, and I think we have a few bug fix we need to do. Right, let's continue. So yes, now I know, and the whole entire reason for me to do this is to get used to the game development and whatnot. And now I know what I can do, what are my, I would say, my abilities, my performance, my KPI. I don't know. I don't know how you put this. Basically, my schedule. No. Routine. What's the word? Come on. Come on. Okay, I don't have a word. All right, I'm gonna use the word KPI. Now I know my own KPI. My own personal work. Wow, I don't have any other words. I don't have any other word. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna skip ahead. I just don't want to go dive too long in that portion. So with this knowledge, now I know how much game can I push, and I purposely decided to do at least 1 hour. The main reason is because now I know every week I will be putting 2 hours, and obviously not all the hours are equal. In fact, I did put more than just 2 hours a week, but it's very very dependent on the things that I want to do. Of course, recently because we are pushing for this game to be released, and that's where I put more than 1 hour in the game because it did bleed out. Not say bleed out. I did do the live game dev. It as you can see, some of the game dev is more than an hour, and I spend like at least half an hour more in general doing all the extra stuff. So yeah, bug fix and whatnot. Bug fix is the one that actually eats up a lot of time, which is crazy. Yeah. Okay, so with that, and this game, I cannot use a year anymore because it's kind of not fair using a year. So this game is built with at least, all right? So we reach, let's see, 50 weeks times 2. 100 hours. And guess what? 100 hours? it's like within 2 weeks. We can make this game. But is it really 2 weeks? Because what a lot of people did not count in their game dev as well is the ideation. The not to say the time to idealize things, but the time it takes for the idea to sit and see if it sticks. Because I can safely say a lot of all these smaller ideas, if let's say you ask me to come out in a month, I would not be able to. This is one thing I realize as well. I wouldn't come out any of these things within a month. Yes, I probably could come out the bulk of it. Like some of these things is I didn't imagine I would be doing this small little stuff. But that is much, much later down the road. So some of this game ideation is a little bit more dynamic and it's a little bit more, I wouldn't say there's a time constraint, but the idea just pops in and out. And all right, nice. It just pops in and out whenever, what do you call this? When the time is right, and there is no right time. That is one thing. So that's why some of the things we want to do is we want to be a little bit more flexible. And also, if there's a random idea I want to jot down as much as I can, and then it could be used for future games. And I think that's the main reason why I would like to continue making games on stream ish. Oh yeah, I did say we want to fix this guy, right? Okay, no, go to game. Yeah, full HD. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. I want to copy one of these things and put into the farmer side. So yeah, there we go. That's really like some of like Abe. All right, to design this character, I'm gonna admit I do suck, but it took me a long time, 2 to 3 years. Yeah, 2 to 3 years. In fact, I have two more characters that I'm supposed to introduce, and I still haven't got the time to do so, which is terrible. Terrible, but mainly because I'm putting more time to this guy, so some of the things I could not design. Um, I did not have enough time to design. Like for example, this robot. Yeah, no, not good. Okay, not good. I need to get better design. Okay, yeah. The lower half is good. The shoulder pad, yeah, no, it does not feel right. Okay, this does not feel right, but I'm gonna show you at least one version, and I think one of the best part is what I've learned so far is I've learned that oh great, I lost that. What do I want to say? Hold on a second. Okay, good. This one. Yeah. I've learned that regardless of whatever design, it has to exist first. The idea of the design has to exist. If the idea of the design do not exist, then instantly, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore. The first idea needs to happen, and guess what? Without the first iteration of whatever game dev that I've been doing, in fact, yeah, no, regardless whatever thing that I want to do, it straight away uh it will not. Oh great, now I messed this thing up. Yeah. Okay, no. Yeah. Where was I messed it. Okay, pull this guy, put the canvas. Yeah. Then this guy goes up all the way here. Now good. Yes, yes sirree. Yes sirree. Okay, where was I? Before this game exists, I actually was dabbling on Twitch chat. That was the first thing, right? And without the Twitch chat first push, I would not transition all the modeling and whatnot into a game like. Yeah, truth to be told, that's really it. Without some of these building blocks, a lot of things will not happen. So at the end of the day, something must be done first, and that's it. The rest is history. Like if I don't get anything going, and nothing gets going, and that's one of the main reason why I am highly, I won't say invested, but I'm highly invested in continuing the game dev. Yeah, just for this reason only, because I want to keep on executing. And one of the small little thing that I want to say as well is also The brawl for all situation, one of the key aspect, like before I get into game dev and whatnot, one of the key aspect is I was putting a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, I failed to get a replay mode, to, to get a replay or a save mode for to save the replay for brawlers. And I was wondering, is it that hard to do? The answer is no. I could do it. Brawlers is easy to do it, and that's it. That's really it. Yeah. Fun fact. That's really it. Wow, no. Because of all these few challenges, I've decided, and I did have a test version of a brawl for all. Haha. Do I want to show to you guys? I did try to do a brawl for all, but a text version. One of the biggest reason is because I wanted to have a text version so that you guys can play using the Twitch chat. And actually, we did have. Okay, no, not say we did have it. We have a much more simpler version, like rock paper scissors. So yeah, yeah. One thing I did fail to do so is trying to get a connection for the game to wax. So basically, I need to find a not say find a way. I need to learn how to load. There we go. I need to learn how to load the NFT data from your wallet to the game. And I want to do it a non-permission way, as in you do not need to log in, you do not need to give me permission to access your wallet. It's just going to be pure read. Yeah, and then some people say, so, oh no, what if some other account were to take your asset? The answer is you could not, because the asset is tied. The save game, air quote, is tied to the asset itself, which means if other people were to use that account, and I think it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna backfire on me for sure. But I think it's gonna be hilarious if I were to implement that feature, which means if anyone were to use, for example, a random NFT on the anybody's wallet, because if it's read, basically you can borrow from other people's wallet and try to play. The thing is, if when you get rewarded, right, the reward will go directly to the owner of the NFT, and that would make a lot of people angry, especially bot farmers, because they say, hey, how come this account only gets this item? What about this account? What about my multi account? Yeah, no dice. I'm gonna say straight up no. I'm gonna troll the max out of these people, all right, when it happens. I'm gonna say no. No, too bad. You use other people's account, yeah, the other guy gets something for free for no reason. For no reason. Or rather, for that reason alone. Yeah, tough luck. Okay. I think that's gonna, yeah, like I say, it's gonna backfire on me. It's gonna be hilarious and it's gonna backfire, which is something that I would. Oh, this is my old game over screen. Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious. Hilarious. All right. So that's one of the small little thing that I have in mind. Obviously, I think the most important thing that I want to do, okay, is wrong one. I want to figure out a way to link um the wallet. Oh no. Oh no, let's do it. Let's do it. Where was I? Oh yeah, okay, cool. I would definitely want to learn how to do the wallet thingy. Yeah. Oh, okay, no, not this guy. Where is this escape button? Where did I put this escape button? Player UI. Ah, there we go. Escape. 250 100. All right, now it makes sense. Now it's nice. Does escape button has this? All right, escape button do have the color. So it's only this guy. highlight color, put it in. So yeah, so I think if not say if I really want to continue my game dev. Okay, I'm gonna say straight up, I really want to continue my game dev next year. And I think the best way to do so, we want to tackle number one. I think I'll be actively tackling trying to implement the wallet, not say the wallet. I don't want to implement the wallet. So I need to really I need to understand some of the codes because I want it to be non-permissioned. Yeah, that means you don't give permission at all. So I'm gonna read up. We're gonna properly use the SDK, the Wax Unity SDK, and then we're gonna attempt to do so because I have one small little plan that I want to use, and that is when you start collecting some of my stuff, it is usable in the game. And now because I'm pushing it to itch.io, I want that capability, like you can read your own wallet and then it will load certain extra stuff for you in the game. And that's it. That's really it. Yep. That's really it. And of course, there will be some wallets, like for example, people will try to use my wallet once they know my wallet and then say, oh, I got a developer wallet. I now can. Yeah, no. The moment you put in the developer wallet, it will just straight say error and it will just flag you as cheater. Nah, okay, not really cheater, but we'll just flag you. It's like, aha, this game is now a punish. Yep. It'll be hilarious, okay? It will be very hilarious. One of the thing is I want to use that to also do the Brawl for All, alright? We will talk a little bit more about some of the ideas that I want to do next year. Yeah, I already have one or two, and it's going to be, I won't say it's going to be nice, but if people participate, it will be nice. If people don't participate, that's fine by me, okay? And that goes to the main question. After doing this for, let's see, how long, let me save this guy so I can press play. I'm gonna do a quick little check on my Twitch channel. And I want to see when did I restart the stream. Because there should be at least the deadline or something like that, right? Because even oh no, actually we can check. No, we cannot check. I cannot check yearly. Oh no, we can. Can we? 2003, 2004, 2000. Yeah, no. It's definitely much earlier than that. Definitely much more earlier than that. All right. So according to my Twitch channel, creator dashboard. Yeah, there we go. Nice. We got this now. We got this now. You know what? Let's do this. Let's fix this menu thing. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to get into. I have to turn on the script. I did not turn my script editor on right now. Later. Okay. Viewers +5 follow. No new followers. It's a shame for moi. That's it. It's just shame for me. Content. Yes, content. Collections. No, clips. What are my earliest clips? Let's scroll all the way to January 2022. Wow. This game really reached to a point where it's just question. Officially, I started on November 14. Yeah. November 14. November 14, 2022. November 14, 2022, 23, 24, 25, 3 years. 3 years of streaming. And I really don't want to sound like I'm whining. I really do appreciate for those who follow me during the what do you call this? During the live stream. No, not live stream. During the live stream of Brawlers, I really, really do appreciate it. There is no other better way to say it. And one of the key thing why I created my own collection is also a thank you note for you guys. We are at Series 3 for 2025, Series 2 24, and Series 1 at 23. So 22, 23, 24, 25. 3 years. Actually, technically, yeah, no, it's 3 years. It's 3 years. 3 years. Okay. So with that, I would definitely want to continue game dev, and I would like to continue stream. The question is, because I'm not streaming enough, there are one or two things which I need to also mention and put it on record, is that if I don't stream a certain amount of hours, I will lose affiliate and whatnot. I'm gonna say straight up, I don't care. I don't care about the affiliate. Yeah, doesn't matter if I understream or not. So to me, eh. So with that, I can safely say we can continue to stream Brawlers every Thursday. The question is, do I want to do Tuesday? For now, we're gonna leave it up as a question mark. Do I reduce to 1 hour a week? This is gonna be bad, right? Because if we take a look at Cake. No, you know what? I think I should be doing every Tuesday and Thursday. It feels just right. I have no other better way to explain it, but it just feels just right. I should be doing more, okay? I'm gonna say straight, I should be doing more. Yeah. And that's about it. Yeah, should be doing more. Okay, no. So for now, let's operate in a way. So, okay. First up, if Brawlers community event is still held on Thursday, I not say I will still continue. That Thursday will still continue as a brawler, a game of brawlers. That means Tuesday I will be switching to a different thing if I will still continue Tuesday and Thursday. And for my gut feeling, for my personal, not say personal feeling, for my gut feeling, I should be continuing every Tuesday and Thursday for an hour, 9 p.m. PT time. The only difference is I will be switching content. And to me, the views is still a part of a, not say a problem, but we're gonna do a bit different. All right, we're gonna start pivoting away certain things, but I'm gonna use the stream as a showcase. And I think I'm gonna end with this note. I really do want to continue my game dev journey, and I think the best way to do so is to continue the casual night chit chat show. Yeah, the only difference is probably I need to change the name. Should I change the name to Development Night Chit Chat Show? Game Game Night Chit Chat Show. Game Night Chit Chat Show. Yes, sirree. Game Night Chit Chat Show. Alright, so I think that's one small little thing that we can swap out. And I will start doing a little bit of preparation for this type of stuff. And you know what? I have nothing else to say, but I do really, okay, I'm gonna end with, like I said, I'm gonna end with this note right now. Game Night Chit Chat Show, no, that's not the main ending. The main ending is I really do appreciate for those who, you know, really take their time out, you know, come and chill, chit chat. But it's the same, I'm not saying the same thing, it's the thing of every no. What are we, what? No. I do appreciate that people who take their time to tune into my channel. Straight up. Alright, straight up. Nothing else I want to add. Yep. And with that, we're gonna have a drop as well, and the drop will be the Apes Adventure Island sticker. That's right, we're gonna have just this guy only. No. Let me put. I think we should do it the whole entire island. So this island, like this, it's gonna be a drop. This is gonna be a drop for November. It's gonna drop on Thursday, and Thursday we're gonna push this game live officially. I know there are a few things I could fix and whatnot, but we're gonna push this game live for you guys to play, because technically I'm supposed to push this game previously for you to play, but there are a few small little problems here and there which I am not a big fan of, and no, 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 no. So today will be the announcement, and guess what? This Thursday is gonna be a community day, which means I should get more players and more viewers to tune in. Let's see, right? Let's really see. Okay, and that's it. That's really it. I have nothing else. That's the last note that I want to end. I want to end with that note. Yup. Okay, gonna cover this guy. I know there's a red marker over there. Gonna just do a little bit of decoration. Then let's see the screenshot. Yeah, like this. Like this. Alright, doesn't matter if we get cuts out or not. So there we go. Finally, we have a game. And guess what? I'm gonna pat my back, okay? I'm gonna say that I have succeeded what a lot of other Web3 project failed, and that is coming out with a game for people to play. And guess what? You can download this game for free. It's gonna be out on itch.io, and that's it. Yeah. And you know what's the fun bit? I can actually customize this a one-of-one version with your one-of-one avatar, and we can call it a special edition drop. Literally. Ta-da! Yeah, no, I'm super excited, super happy because of all these things. I really do. And yeah, like for me, I'm not gonna chase the views. I'm gonna say straight up, after doing this since 2022. Yeah, no, chasing view is just a fool's errand for me. So I'm just gonna let it chill, and we're gonna just do game dev. We're just gonna focus on game dev, regardless whether. Okay, now the question is, regardless whether I have one viewer or not. No, we still hold true to the number one what do you call this, perimeter, not say perimeter, criteria. Okay, yeah, I think that's a bit right here. Let me change, hold on a sec. I want to, yeah, okay, I need to fix this one. I need to fix this overlay. No, wrong one. Yeah, it's a little annoying to me. Okay, good. Is it good? Yeah, I'm actually fine-tuning my overlay live. Yep. Okay, cool. Sweet. And then there are a few things also I need to do is I need to do a not say complete overhaul of my overlay, but my overlay is good enough. I just want to fine-tune the overlay a little bit more to match some of the stuff. Like for example, some things I can remove. And I have a game. I really have a game in mind that I plan. It's gonna be more on a Twitch style control and whatnot. So we're gonna talk about that. Not to say this Thursday, because this Thursday is for something else, but for next week, December, we're gonna not say consolidate. We want to do a check, a health check for my game and stream. We want to remove certain things. We want to drop out certain things, and we want to see what new things I want to test out. Yep. Yes, sir. All right. That's it. That's really it, right? All right. For those who are tuning in on, oh no, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm done for the night. Okay, because I want to focus on other stuff, and I have a few things I'm rushing. Technically, I'm rushing for today, which is not a good day. Hopefully Thursday I'll be a bit more relaxed, a little bit more, because I'm trying to get a few things out, and of course I got this game. So huge things. Okay, with that, for those who are tuning in on Twitch and on Kick, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time this Thursday. And I need to spam a little bit more, okay? We're gonna spam the Brawlers community event, and we're gonna try to get a few promotional items out. Let's see. All right, let's see. I need to pull up my pants, my big boy pants, and just grind. Okay. Yeah. You know what? This is a story for another day. For those who are tuning in on YouTube, I would say don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next episode. Yeah, Apes Adventure Island. At least I got something on under my belt now. I'm super happy. I'm really super happy with it. Okay, see ya, my friends. Whew. Okay, compiling.